Hey, so I just left from reshooting, Selected for Suffering Part 1, and I feel better about it. I feel better about it than I did the first time I recorded it. So, quick update, Selected for Suffering Part 1 is done, recorded. Selected for Suffering Part 2 is recorded. And yeah, and then, later on, I'm writing Selected for Suffering Part 3. Um, yeah. So I think like it'll be a 4-part Selected for Suffering may be like a 4-part message. Um, and then when we get out of, we'll be done with it. And then we'll go through, Job, Joseph, Ruth, Jesus, and maybe Paul, but we'll go through those and as case studies, looking at those books or those characters, those people in the Bible, especially Jesus, and Job. All of them could teach us something different about suffering. But we're going to go through them and to pick up and learn something different about suffering because and why, yeah, suffering is it's not a sexy topic. I know, like, I understand that. It's not a topic that draws people in. It's not exciting. Nobody, we don't want to hear it a lot of times, but it's like my mom, when we was younger, my mama used to say, she used to always tell us, I'm not going to be here forever. I'm not going to be here forever. And what she was doing, like, what I realized more since my mom passed, is that, I analyze and I think about a lot of what she did as a mother, to us. And she was a great leader. She just always was like, she had the characteristics, the qualities, she was nurturing and, strong. But she was such a good leader. And a great leader prepares the next generation, right, of leaders, prepares the people who are under them, or the people who follow them. Um, if I'm going to have a ministry or if I'm going to do this, um, I can't prepare people for the good in life, because life is not always daisies and sunshine. There's rain, and it rains on the just and the unjust. So, um, how, how poor of a leader would I be if I didn't prepare, if I didn't prepare people for, the rainy days. So that's what I'm doing. That's what Selected for Suffering is about. It's about, preparing you for the hard times, to be better equipped, not to avoid the hard times. That's not realistic. It's not. You're gonna suffer in life. If Jesus said it, in this life you will have many trials, but take heart, I have overcome the world. You're gonna have sorrows, right? So, and Jesus was the ultimate example. I don't want to give away too, like, too much, because, like, we got to get to Jesus, right? We got to go through all the other, Selected for Sufferings and all the other teachings. But Jesus, and it's something that I'm paying attention to more in my current reading, my personal reading, is how like awesome of a leader Jesus was, like, in all areas, in all aspects, but especially when he was about to leave, when he was leaving his disciples, when he was leaving the earth. He knew he would die. He knew he would ascend, but he said, I'm not going to be with you. Just like my mama was saying, I'm not going to be with you always. I have to prepare you from when I'm gone. And Jesus did that. And he said, I'm not leaving you alone. I'll send a helper, the Holy Spirit. But that's what a good leader, like this, for some reason, God keep bringing this up, in my reading, in my personal time with him. It is the gap and, of generations, and the gap of leadership, and a flaw of leadership. And that doesn't matter how great of a leader you are. If you don't prepare the people under you, um, to, for you to be absent, if you don't prepare the people coming behind you or after you for you not to be there, then what good is it? What good is all your accolades and all your work? Because it'll be torn down in a generation. That the next generation is not, if you don't equip the next generation, if you don't equip the people coming up under you, for you not to be there, for you not to be present, then that's a sign of not a great leader. It's a sign of a poor leader. Jesus was the ultimate leader. He's the best. He prepared his people for his departure, for him not being around. And he let him know, you're gonna suffer, right? My mama let us know. She equipped us when she was, and I was shocked. I was like shocked myself when she passed, how how prepared we were, how prepared we were for her not to be around, right? And I didn't realize it as a child, even as an adult, teenager, a young adult. I didn't realize it until it happened, right? And then I had to be prepared. I had to depend on God, just like my relationship with the Lord, and everything that what was poured into me, what my mother poured into me, what my father poured into me. I get a little leery about these like leaders and everything that they only preach like the sparkly things, you know. They only preach the things that get you emotionally high and good and it sounds nice, but don't prepare you for the hard times, right? Don't prepare you for when they are not around. Like, how do you connect to God? For the ones who are not pointing you to Jesus, right? So yes, we got to talk about suffering. Um, I want you equipped, because I want you equipped. If you're watching, if you follow me at all, watch me at all, I want you equipped for hard times. And I want you to be able to, still trust God, right? Trust him when things look a certain way. Be able to be like Job, and say, yea though he slay me, yet will I trust him. We're gonna get into Job. I can't wait. But I want you to be equipped, to handle the hard times. And when we get through, selected for suffering, we'll get through the case, like the case studies of each of those individuals I mentioned. And then the last one will be with Jesus. And then maybe by the end of the year, I'm gonna do, this is the plan. I think I'm gonna do Pregnant with Purpose Part 2, and then in that message, or maybe in one close to that, I'll let you, I'll tell you how, about my own suffering, right? And all this teaching, this revelation that God gave me, in my own suffering, right? And I'll walk you through me as a case study. I'll be the last case study, right? So yeah, that's the plan. All right. Yeah, that's it.